Let's get into sports. Patriots team owner Robert Kraft, age 76, just had a child with his girlfriend Ricky Lander, age 38. Now, I don't like to get into people's ages, but isn't she a little old to be having babies? Two San Francisco police officers carelessly fired at a suspect 65 times, missing every shot. Now, there's one thing I have to say to San Francisco PD. Please send these guys to black neighborhoods. We need their bad aim to serve and protect us. I know it's a pipe dream, because with that bad aim, no future in policing, and they definitely don't have a future in teaching in America. Because if you saw the Georgia teacher that barricaded himself in his classroom with a gun and fired multiple shots, and it's just like, great. First it was arm the teachers, now we're going to have to arm the students, and then what do we tell the parents, man? It's going to get to the point where the shots fired at a parent-teacher conference ain't all going to be verbal. A TV reboot of the 1980s film The Heathers is on its way, but not so fast. It's being postponed because the show deals with elements of gun violence, and they didn't want to offend anyone that was affected by the Parkland shooting in Florida. I'd really like to tell this producer, like, hey bro, this is America. If you're holding down on shootings, that shit ain't ever coming out. But you could always take it overseas, though, to pretty much any other country. Because guns are ingrained in our culture. Check out this church. They got their AR-15s blessed in front of the whole congregation. I'm all for religious freedom, but I don't think AR-15s need any extra blessing. Because they seem to be working pretty effectively these days. Stacey Dash is running for a House seat in the House of Representatives in California. A lot of people are wondering, how long is this campaign actually going to last? I would say probably as long as her acting career, 15 minutes and an occasional sexy music video here and there. I don't know. And then people are asking, how is she going to pull this off? I don't know, because politicians these days are actually good actors. Her friend Ben Carson said that poverty is a state of mind and that public housing should not be, too comfortable, because then people will get lazy. Obviously, Ben Carson is a successful brain surgeon because he has successfully removed his own brain. I think we can dispel the argument that brain surgery is harder than rocket science because Ben Carson can do one of them. It's a dumbass. He fired a staffer recently because he could not redecorate Ben Carson's office under the $5,000 budget. Republicans, this is what you get for not hiring gay people. A gay guy could have redecorated the whole building for $500 in a Jamba Juice. Homophobia is expensive. Y'all's President Trump claims that if a shooting was going on in a building, that he would run inside even without a gun. I call BS. Mainly because if you saw this last election, Trump doesn't run anything without the Russians' help. I've been hearing because of Trump that this is the worst time in history. Wrong. Because a lot of people saying that grew up when black people didn't even have the right to vote. Just say it. Say the truth. It's a bad time in history for you. There's been plenty of presidents that have made living in America a living hell for people of color. You can take it back to Richard Nixon saying the N-word like he was the fourth part of the Migos. Or you can talk about Ronald Reagan's policies that tore apart neighborhoods with crack and guns, Bill Clinton's crime bill, and George Bush's dumbassness. Think about it. Now you finally get to realize and see what your voting has done to you. And it's not good. This is Secret Black People Meeting. I'm your host, Niles Abston.